Hello and welcome back to Learning Japanese with Anime. Today I'll be breaking down a sentence from Jujutsu Kaisen, so here it is.
この程度で僕に勝てると思ってる脳みそに驚いたって言ってんだよ。
So the first part of the sentence is この程度で, この meaning this. この is similar to これ, however これ is a pronoun and can act like a noun in a sentence, while この is an adjective and goes before nouns. You would say このリンゴ or this apple, but you couldn't say これのリンゴ. Next is 程度 meaning standard, degree or amount, and this de is a particle meaning at, so this part of the sentence means at this standard. Next is boku, which is a way to say I or me that is used by guys and can be used to someone of equal or lower status than you. Now in this part of the sentence, the subject is omitted. If the sentence was fully complete, it would be subject ga boku ni kateru. But it's already known to the speaker and listener what the subject is, so it's just omitted and we're left with boku ni kateru, can beat me. If the subject marker or the particle ga was used instead of ni, like boku ga kateru, it would mean I can win. Next is kateru, which is a potential form of katsu, meaning to win or to gain victory. The potential form is conjugated by replacing the final vowel from the u column to the e column and adding ru. So katsu to kateru. The potential form gives a meaning of being able to do something. So kateru would mean able to win or able to gain victory. It's followed by the verb to'omo, meaning to think in the continuous form. It's in the continuous form because the subject of the sentence isn't about I or the person speaking being gojo. So omotteru is used as it's expressing what another person might be thinking. To conjugate to the continuous form, you change the verb to its te form and then add iru. But in casual speech, the I is usually dropped as it's just easy to say, so you end up with to'omotteru. There are a few rules when using to'omo that we can spot in this sentence, the first being that the previous clause must end in the plain form, as seen here with kateru, being the plain form or dictionary form, and the next rule being, as said before, that it's presumed the subject of the sentence is I or the speaker when using to'omoimasu. Omo is usually preceded by the particle to as it's quoting the previous clause. It's used before other verbs like toyu or to say and tokiku, meaning to hear for hearsay. You can think of it as meaning that, like that is what I think, that is what I heard, or that is what I said. Now this part of the sentence is a relative clause or an embedded clause. So this clause of the sentence modifies the noun like an adjective. For example, hashitta neko, the cat that ran, netteiru neko, the cat that is sleeping. In this sentence we have boku ni kateru to omotteru noumiso, or your brain that thinks that you can beat me, noumiso meaning brain. And you can think of this ni as meaning at. It makes sense with the next word, which is odoroita, the casual past tense of odoroku, to be surprised or to be astonished. This te is actually just the particle to, but the informal way of using it, so don't use it in polite speech. It precedes the verb ittenda, which is the verb toyu, to say in the continuous form with the grammar structure nda or ndes on the end. The itte part is the same as omotte before. Change the verb into the te form and then add iru. However, the I is dropped again and the iru is dropped as well when nda is on the end. Everything is just getting shorter, so it's easier to say. The purpose of nda is to add an explanatory feel to the sentence and is used to explain something or to resolve a misunderstanding. The final particle is yo, which just adds emphasis to the sentence, almost like having an exclamation mark in English. So finally, the literal translation of the sentence would be something like, I'm saying I'm amazed by your brain that thinks that you can beat me at this level. Compared to the sub-translation of, I'm saying I'm shocked that you ever thought you could beat me if this is all you've got. Now my literal translation works as a sentence but doesn't sound as cool, so I like this translation that I found. I'm just saying I'm amazed that you have the brains to think you can beat me at this level. It kind of sticks true to the literal translation and doesn't deviate too much like this sub-translations do. So I hope this was helpful and like and subscribe for more.